For Sergeant Robert Smith, service isn't just a career. It's a calling born in the shadow of a tragedy that shaped a generation.
I was in high school when 9/11 terrorist attacks occurred. I had actually filled out an application for the sheriff's department. And at that time period, hiring for law enforcement was still very, very competitive. I decided to go ahead and join the military.
But in 2008, on what seemed like an ordinary patrol, Sergeant Smith's life would change forever.
We were walking, and next thing you know, there was smoke all around me and blacked out momentarily. I remember sitting up, and I was like, what the hell just happened? And I was like, oh shit, IED.
That blast cost Smith his right leg and nearly his life.
I could remember my left leg bending and moving in to try to dig my heel in, and my right leg wasn't doing anything. So I was like, what is going on? I finally looked down, and all I could see was blood pooling. I have the gloves that I was wearing when I was injured. The dark stains on this are still actually all the blood stains.
May 23rd, 2008, the date of the explosion, etched on his arm as a constant reminder.
This is what was flying, hundreds of, maybe a little over 1,000 feet per second in the air. It came through, and it actually amputated, it mangled my right leg from about the knee down.
In those first days after losing his leg, he faced pain, loss, and doubt. But as he lay in recovery, he was driven by one simple goal: keep going.
I ended up kind of adopting a attitude of like, well, there's something I couldn't do. I was like, okay, watch me. I was able to run before I left Walter Reed. I was able to run within a year. I ended up kind of drifting more into powerlifting. And I think I got out in 2010. And 2012, I competed in my first powerlifting competition and won in my weight class.
But the physical scars were only part of the journey. A decade later, memories resurfaced, bringing along challenges he hadn't anticipated.
10, 12 years later is when I would have more negative thoughts about it. There's still some times where it's a pain in the butt. Sometimes it doesn't fit well. Sometimes when it's hot out, it sweats more than I want it to. It's frustrating. And I'm like, frustration's normal. That's fine. Get frustrated with it. But I'm like, I just don't let it. I try to make it a point to not affect on how I live my life.
Today, Sergeant Smith serves with the EKU Police Department and is using his GI Bill to further his education, drawing on his experiences to help others navigate their own struggles.
Find the next objective. Find the next mission and keep working towards it. If you need help, seek help. This was actually the Purple Heart that I was awarded while I was in Bethesda.
Despite everything, Sergeant Smith has found strength in family, purpose in service, and the resilience to keep moving forward.
I'm not gonna lie, there was times where it was the woe with me sitting in the shower staring at it being like, why did this happen to me? This sucks. Now I look at it, I'm like, I'm still alive. God has kept me here for a reason. I don't know yet, but it's my duty to find out why.